Hey folks, ever catch yourself digging through old gun magazines or scrolling forums, wondering what happened to those rifles that shaped shooting history? You know, the ones that vanished from shelves but never from our minds. Battle-hardened beasts, clever designs that got overlooked, and American icons gathering dust in vaults. Well, buckle up, because 2026 looks like the year they're clawing back into the spotlight. With modern manufacturing kicking in, demand surging from collectors and shooters alike, and companies finally listening, these forgotten gems are set for a revival. Nothing beats the thrill of a legend reborn. Cleaner actions, updated tolerances, all while keeping that soul intact. Whether you're a history buff chasing D-Day vibes or a practical shooter eyeing compact bullpups for tight quarters, this lineup's got stories that'll hook you. We're counting down 8 rifles poised for comebacks, blending pedigree with performance. If this gets your gears turning, smash that like, subscribe to Firearms Standard, and hit the bell. We've got more deep dives on gear that stands the test of time. M1 Garand, new CMP. The M1 Garand, General Patton called it the greatest battle implement ever devised. And who am I to argue? This gas-operated semi-auto in 30-0H6 Springfield has a 24-inch barrel, overall length of 43.5 inches, and weighs about 9.5 pounds unloaded. It feeds from an 8-round en-bloc clip, spitting M2 ball ammo at around 2,800 feet per second, with an effective range pushing 500 yards on iron sights. In trained hands, it stretches even farther, thanks to that revolutionary semi-auto action from 1936 that outpaced bolt guns in World War II, Iwo Jima, and Korea. That distinctive ping when the clip ejects is pure nostalgia. But here's the rub. Through the Civilian Marksmanship Program, CMP, supplies always lagged behind demand, with waitlists stretching months or years. Come 2026, expect expanded production, remanufactured variants with fresh barrels, updated receivers, and modern quality control. No more headaches from worn parts, you get heritage without the hassle. MSRP for CMP service grades hovers around $750 to $1,000, making it accessible for shooters who want function over museum pieces. Imagine cycling rounds fast in a defensive drill or tagging targets at distance. The low recoil and reliability shine. Compared to ARs, it's bulkier, but that steel build eats abuse like a champ. If you're building a collection or training family on classics, this is your entry point. For hunters, pair it with soft point 30-0H6 for deer. It's proven on bigger game too. 2026 could finally balance supply and demand. Keep an eye on CMP announcements. Marlin 336. Switching to lever actions, the Marlin 336 in 30-30. Winchester is like that trusty old pickup. Simple, reliable, and ready for the rough stuff. Specs include a 20-inch barrel, 38.5-inch overall length, and around 7 pounds unloaded, with a tubular magazine holding 6 rounds. It pushes 150-grain bullets at about 2,400 feet per second, effective out to 200 yards comfortably, farther with practice. This American classic nearly faded after production hiccups, but Ruger scooped up the brand in 2023 and relaunched it with new machinery and standards. That fast lever cycles like butter, perfect for quick follow-ups on whitetail. The 30-30 harvested more deer than any cartridge, thanks to its flat trajectory and thick cover without overkill. In 2026, look for enhanced variants, different barrel lengths, finishes, stock options, and ramped-up production to meet demand. Current MSRP under Ruger sits around $1,200, a fair price for the quality jump. No more late-era quality woes. Collectors snag used ones fast, but new models fly off shelves too. It's not tactical flashy, but in a polymer world, tradition hits hard. Picture a rainy hunt. The wood stock or synthetic shrugs off weather, and the action stays smooth. Compared to bolt guns, it's quicker in close quarters. Versus ARs, it's lighter on regs in some states. If you're a hunter or just love that lever snap, this rebirth is gold. Ruger's commitment means sustainable supply, finally. What's your favorite 30-30 load for it? Savage Model 99. Now, for a lever action that broke the mold, the Savage Model 99 is the rebel genius discontinued in 1998, but still whispered about in forums. It ditched tubular magazines for a flush rotary one holding 5 rounds, safe for Spitzer bullets in calibers like .308 Winchester. Barrel lengths vary 20-24 inches, overall around 39 inches, weighing 7.5 pounds. In 30H8, it sends 150 grain loads at 2,600 feet per second, effective to 300 yards easy. This setup let levers compete with bolts on range and accuracy, unlocking modern cartridges like 250 3000 Savage or 300 Savage. That hammerless design feels sleek, smooth cycling, no external hammer snag. Demand's huge. Used models fetch $800, $2,000 plus, and shooters crave a comeback. With CNC machining solving old tooling issues, 2026 could see Savage reintroduce it profitably, blending history with fresh performance. Estimated MSRP for a reissue? Around $1,200 to $1,500, judging by similar revivals. Imagine chambering 3 OH8 for elk or 300 Savage for deer. The rotary mag loads fast, no tube limits. Compared to traditional levers, it's safer with pointed bullets. Versus semis, it's lighter and regs-friendly. Collectors respect the pedigree, hunters the punch. Groups tighten at 200 yards with optics. Add a rail, and it's modern-ready. If you're tired of same old ARs, this legend introduces fresh blood to levers. Industry buzz says it's time. Demand won't quit. Ever dreamed of a lever that shoots like a bolt? This is it. Heckler & Koch SL8. Let's jump into bullpups with the Heckler & Koch SL8, essentially a civilian G36 in disguise. Same bones, different wrapper. This semi-auto and Tula 23 Remington rocks a cold hammer forged 20.8-inch barrel, overall length of 38.58 inches, and weighs under 9 pounds unloaded. The short-stroke piston gas system keeps things clean, no direct impingement fouling the action like some ARs. It pushes .223 rounds at velocities around 3,000 FEs with 55 grain loads, effective out to 400 yards with optics, inheriting battle-proven DNA from over 40 countries' forces. That German engineering shines, precise, reliable, but the thumbhole stock splits folks. Balanced for some, awkward for others until you train on it. Groups tighten quick once dialed in. For years, it lurked in obscurity with inflated collector prices, but 2024 saw HK reintroduce it at market rates, sparking demand. By 2026, expect expanded production and variants, riding the bullpup wave for compact precision. Current MSRP around $1,800 to $2,000, competitive for its pedigree. Imagine urban drills, shorter than traditional rifles, same barrel length for ballistics, perfect for tight spaces without sacrificing reach. Compared to experimental bullpups, this one's not quirky. It's NATO-trusted tech in a legal semi-auto package. Add a rail for red dots or scopes, and it's modern-ready. If you're chasing that G36 vibe without military restrictions, this revival hits hard. For varmint hunting or home defense, the low recoil and accuracy make it a sleeper hit. HK's responding to the surge, 2026 could flood dealers. Steyr AUG. Staying with bullpups, the Steyr AUG is that compact powerhouse that never fully faded but stayed niche. Until now. In 556 NATO, it features a 16-inch quick-change barrel, tool-free swaps to 20-inch or shorter, overall length of 28.15 inches, and 7.9 pounds unloaded. The short-stroke piston runs clean through mud or dust, pushing 55 grain loads near 3,000 feet per second, effective to 500 yards. Integrated optic mount holds 0 instantly, and militaries like Austria, Australia, and Ireland swear by its reliability. That barrel-forward design trims size without cutting performance, maneuver like a carbine, hit like a rifle. Civilian models were quiet, but 2026 brings expanded availability, shedding the quirky label as shooters crave compact setups. MSRP for current models around $2,000 to $2,500. Expect similar for new runs. Picture CQB training. Flip the selector, cycle smooth, and the modularity lets you adapt on the fly. Stick to 5.56 for precision. Compared to AR-15s, over 32 inches with same barrel, it's a space saver for vehicle or home use. Add suppressors or lights via rails, and it's tactical heaven. It eats abuse without malfunctions, cold, heat, grit. If bullpups intrigue you but you want proven over experimental, the AUG makes a case. Demand's exploding. 2026 production ramps could make it mainstream. What's your take on quick change barrels? Game changer for versatility. AR-180. Shifting to piston-driven gems, the AR-180 is Eugene Stoner's underrated sequel to the AR-15, smarter manufacturing, cleaner action. In 5.56 NATO, it has an 18.25-inch barrel, 38-inch overall length with folding stock, and a light 6.5 pounds. Short-stroke piston avoids direct impingement gunk. Stamped steel receivers cut costs, influencing designs like the G36 or SA-80. It clocks 55 grain ammo at 3,200 feet per second, effective to 400 yards. Nations licensed it for easy production. The UK and Japan built their own. That piston reliability shines. No carbon buildup after extended sessions. It arrived late to the market in the 60s, priced out by AR-15, production ending in the 80s. But with piston ARs hot now, 2026 could see faithful reproductions via CNC and modern materials. Estimated MSRP around $1,200 to $1,500, affordable for its legacy. Imagine building one, lighter than many ARs, folds compact for storage, runs clean in dirty environments. Compared to DI ARs, less maintenance, versus AKs, tighter tolerances. Add modern rails for optics or grips, and it's 21st century ready. Valmet M76 and M78 Finnish AK. Diving into AK territory, the Valmet M76 and M78 are Finnish twists on the Kalashnikov that AK fans treat like buried treasure. Refined, rare, and way above standard Russian builds. These stamped receiver rifles in 7.62 39mm feature cold hammer-forged 16.5-inch barrels, overall length around 36 inches extended, and weigh about 8 pounds. They push 123-grain FMJ at 2,350 FPS, effective 300-400 yards, but with tighter tolerances, better barrels, and superior metallurgy, accuracy beats typical AKs hands down. The M76 offers tubular folding or fixed stocks, M78 similar but with refined details. That Finnish fit embarrasses sloppy imports. Smooth actions, minimal slop. Production was limited for military and exports, U.S. imports scarce, so used prices top $2,000 when they pop up. Among enthusiasts, it's the holy grail for premium AK vibes. 2026 might bring licensed reproductions, sheet or new Finnish exports with tooling and blueprints ready. Demands there from collectors flooding markets. Estimated MSRP for repros? Around $1,500 to $2,000, competitive for the quality. Picture range days. Groups shrink at 200 yards, reliable in cold or mud like Finland's winters. Compared to basic AKs, it's the upscale cousin. Less rattle, more precision. Add modern optics rails, and it's hybrid heaven. Pair with soft points for hogs or deer. If you're an AK purist tired of rough edges, this comeback could redefine your collection. Industry eyes are on it. Realistic? With market hunger, yes. Ever chased a rare variant? This one's worth the wait. Winchester Model 1895. Topping the list, the Winchester Model 1895 is Teddy Roosevelt's big game favorite. History and steel, blending lever speed with serious power. This box magazine lever in 30-0H6 Springfield or 4-005 Winchester 30-40 Krag has a 24-inch barrel, 42-inch overall length, and weighs around 8 pounds. It sends 150-grain 30-0H6 at 2,700 feet per second, effective for dangerous game beyond 200 yards. Unlike tubular levers, the box mag handles powerful Spitzers safely, turning it from deer gun to Africa-ready beast. Roosevelt hauled it worldwide. It's not just nostalgia, it's proven. That lever cycles stout cartridges smooth, no tube limits cramping your style. Production halted, but Winchester, under Browning, reissued classics like the 1886. Infrastructure's there. 2026 whispers suggest a modern reintroduction. Updated metallurgy, improved sights, traditional looks. MSRP estimates around $1,400 to $1,800, tapping lever revival demand from hunters and collectors. Imagine safari sims. Load 4-0H5 for bear, 30-0H6 for elk. The box feeds fast, no fumbling. Compared to other levers, it's the heavy hitter, versus bolts, quicker in brush. Add a scope mount and it's versatile. Originals fetch premiums. A fresh run introduces it to new shooters. If demand peaks, timing's perfect. Nostalgia meets performance. Ever wanted Roosevelt's rifle in your safe? This could make it happen. Hey, that's our countdown. 8 rifles with stories that refuse to fade, from bullpup innovators to lever legends. 2026 feels like their moment. Modern tweaks meeting timeless designs, supply catching demand. Whether you're a collector eyeing history or a shooter after reliable function, these comebacks pack excitement. Which one's got you hyped? Comment your pick or if we'd see one sooner. If this sparked ideas, like it up, subscribe to Firearms Standard, and bell on for more gear tales that blend past and present. Catch you next.